The Great Pizza Heist, a star-studded disaster. It all started with a craving. Chris Pratt was minding his business, scrolling through his phone, double-tapping random dog memes when it hit him, an overwhelming, undeniable hunger. But not for just any food. No, he needed pizza. And not just any pizza. He wanted the pizza. There was only one place in the world that made it, Tony's Ultimate Slice, a legendary New York pizzeria that only served one special golden-crusted, cheese-infused, truffle-topped pizza per night. No reservations, no VIP treatment. First come, first served. Chris had tried before and failed. He was not going to fail tonight. He grabbed his car keys, jumped into his rental, and sped through the streets of New York like he was filming a Fast and Furious movie. He could already taste the melted cheese, feel the warm, crispy crust in his hands. But then he pulled up outside Tony's and saw something horrifying. Ryan Reynolds was already inside. The setup, Chris's stomach dropped. His heart pounded. This was bad, really bad. He and Ryan had a history, a long, prank-filled, chaos-ridden history. If Ryan was here, it could only mean one thing. He was also after the pizza. Chris grabbed his phone and made an emergency call. "Tom," he whispered. Tom Holland's voice sounded groggy. "Chris? Why are you whispering? I need backup. Ryan Reynolds is here." Silence. Then in a deadly serious tone, Tom replied, "I'm on my way." 5 minutes later, a tiny British tornado burst into Chris's car. Tom was wearing Spider-Man pajamas and holding a half-eaten peanut butter sandwich. "Let's get that pizza," he said. The heist begins. Inside the pizzeria, Ryan was at the counter, casually chatting with Tony, flashing his signature smirk. Chris and Tom snuck in, ducking behind a life-size cardboard cutout of The Rock promoting protein shakes. Chris whispered, "We need a plan." "I can distract him," Tom whispered back. Chris hesitated. "How?" "British charm. Works every time." Before Chris could stop him, Tom confidently walked straight up to Ryan and gasped dramatically, "Oh my God, Ryan Reynolds!" Ryan turned, confused. Yeah. You are so much more handsome in person. Do you moisturize?" Ryan blinked. Thanks? Wait, aren't you?" "Oh, please," Tom continued, dramatically fanning himself. Can I just touch your arm? Wow. S.O. firm." Chris took his chance. He slid behind the counter, heart pounding. The pizza sat in a golden box, glowing under the kitchen lights like the freaking Holy Grail. Tony, the owner, squinted at him. Chris knew he had one shot. He reached out, but Ryan was faster. "Nice try, Star-Lord," Ryan smirked, snatching the box. "No!" Chris lunged, grabbing the other side. For a brief moment, the universe held its breath. Then, chaos. The Great Pizza War. Tom leaped onto Ryan's back, yelling, "For the pizza!" Chris wrestled for the box, but Ryan was surprisingly strong. A waiter slipped on spilled marinara sauce. Parmesan shakers went flying. The life-sized cutout of The Rock toppled over, hitting an old man who was filming everything on his phone. The pizza box soared through the air. Everything moved in slow motion. All three men lunged for it, and the pizza landed. Right in the hands of Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. The aftermath silence. Chris, Ryan, and Tom froze. The Rock, standing in the doorway, looked down at the golden box, then at the three grown men sprawled on the floor. Slowly he opened it. The rich aroma filled the room. He took a deep breath. "Man," he said, "I love pizza." And then he took a bite. Chris gasped. Ryan fell to his knees. Tom looked like he might faint. The Rock chewed, nodded approvingly, then, without a word, turned and walked out of the pizzeria, still holding the pizza. The door swung shut. Silence. Then Ryan turned to Chris. "Want to get burgers instead?" Chris sighed. "Yeah." Tom, still on the floor, weakly whispered, "I want chicken nuggets." And with that, the Great Pizza Heist ended. Dwayne had won. Again.